If you've been doing everything right, eating less, working out, cutting carbs, and your belly fat is still not moving, this video is going to completely change how you think about fat loss. And no, I'm not about to tell you to eat more vegetables or drink more water. You already know that. What I'm going to show you today are 6 specific daily habits that most fitness channels aren't talking about because they work at the hormonal level, not just the calorie level. Stay until step 4 because what I share there is the one thing that's likely been silently blocking all your other efforts without you even knowing it. Let's get into it. Here's something almost nobody tells you. Belly fat is not just stored energy, it's actually a functioning organ. Visceral fat, the deep belly fat wrapped around your organs, secretes its own hormones, inflammatory chemicals, and signals that actively tell your body to store more fat. It's essentially fighting back against your own weight loss. Here's another one. In a landmark study from the University of Chicago, participants who slept just 4.5 hours a night for 1 week showed insulin resistance levels similar to pre-diabetic patients. That's not months of bad diet. That's 7 days of poor sleep reshaping your metabolism. And here's the one that'll really surprise you. 2 people can eat the exact same meal, and one person absorbs up to 150 more calories than the other because of the difference in their gut bacteria. Same food, same portions, completely different fat-storing response. This is why traditional calorie counting alone fails over 80% of people long-term. The body isn't a simple math equation, it's a hormonal system. And today, I'm going to give you the 6 daily steps that work with your hormonal system, not against it. Step 1. The 10-minute morning window. The first step happens before you even eat breakfast, and it takes just 10 minutes. When you wake up, your cortisol, your stress hormone, is naturally at its peak. This is actually good in the morning. It's your body's built-in fat mobilization signal. But most people immediately kill it by reaching for their phone and scrolling through stressful news and notifications. That cortisol spike that should have been used for fat burning, it gets redirected toward anxiety and inflammation instead. Instead, do this. Step outside or open a window and get 5-10 minutes of natural light exposure within 30 minutes of waking up. This anchors your circadian rhythm, regulates your cortisol curve for the entire day. And this is the cool part. It has been shown to improve fat oxidation rates throughout the day. Andrew Huberman's lab at Stanford has documented this extensively. Your morning light exposure is essentially programming your metabolism for the next 16 hours. Step 2. Delay your first meal. Step 2 is about when you eat, not just what you eat, and this is where most people do it completely wrong. You've probably heard of intermittent fasting, but here's the part most people miss. It's not the length of the fast that matters most. It's the timing alignment with your cortisol and insulin rhythm. Eating within 30 minutes of waking up, especially something high in carbs or sugar, triggers a sharp insulin response at the exact moment your cortisol is highest. That combination is the Hashone hormonal recipe for belly fat storage. Instead, push your first meal 1 to 2 hours after waking. Drink water or black coffee, no sugar. This keeps insulin low during that natural cortisol window, allowing your body to burn stored fat rather than dietary fat. I had a client, a 38-year-old mom, who worked out 4 days a week, ate pretty clean. She could not lose her belly fat. The only change we made, moving her breakfast from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. In 6 weeks, she lost 4 inches off her waist. Same food, just different timing. Chronobiology, the science of when biology happens, is about to completely transform how we think about fat loss. Step 3. The hidden cortisol leak. Okay, step 3. This is the one I told you to stay for. Most people blame belly fat on food. The real culprit for millions of people is chronic low-grade cortisol elevation, and it's coming from things you'd never expect. Not just stress at work, we're talking undereating? Yes. Eating too little raises cortisol and signals your body to store fat around the organs. Over-exercising without recovery. Long cardio sessions, 7 days a week, spike cortisol chronically. Artificial light at night, your phone screen after 9 p.m. suppresses melatonin and raises cortisol. Here's the science. Cortisol has specific receptors in the abdominal region, more than anywhere else on the body. So when cortisol stays chronically elevated, Your body doesn't just store fat, it specifically directs fat to your belly. Step 3 is a daily cortisol audit. One deliberate stress-reducing action every afternoon. 10 minutes of walking without headphones. A short breathing exercise, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, 8 cycles. Even a 15-minute nap. This isn't soft advice. This is physiology. Lower daily cortisol equals less belly fat storage. Full stop. Step 4. Protein timing for fat loss. Step 4, and this one is going to make your meals work twice as hard for you. Here's a fascinating metabolic fact. Protein has a thermic effect of 20 to 30%. That means for every 100 calories of protein you eat, your body burns 20 to 30 of them just processing it. Fat and carbs, only 3 to 8%. But here's the part most people skip. It's not just about eating protein, it's about front-loading it. Eating 30 to 40 grams of protein at your first meal does 3 things simultaneously. 1. Suppresses ghrelin, the hunger hormone, for up to 5 hours. 2. Blunts the insulin spike from any carbs in that meal. 3. Preserves lean muscle, which is your body's primary fat-burning machinery. Eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, a protein shake. Gets a 30 to 40 gram first meal. People who do this eat an average of 440 fewer calories per day without even trying, according to research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. No willpower required, just protein timing. Step 5. The 2-minute movement trick. Step 5 is one of the most underrated fat loss levers that almost nobody talks about, and you can do it in your living room in 2 minutes. It's called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. The calories you burn outside of formal exercise. Here's what shocks people. Research from the Mayo Clinic found that lean individuals move an average of 2.5 more hours per day than obese individuals, but they're not exercising, they're just moving. Fidgeting, standing, walking to talk to a coworker instead of texting. The difference in calorie burn? Up to 350 calories per day. That's a pound of fat every 10 days from simply moving more with zero gym time added. Your daily habit. Every hour, get up and do 2 minutes of movement. A walk to the kitchen, 10 squats, walking upstairs. Set a timer. This sounds ridiculous. It works. NEAT is responsible for more fat loss variance between people than structured exercise. It's the invisible fat-burning factor. Step 6. The night protocol. Step 6 is everything that happens in the last 90 minutes before you sleep, and it determines whether your body burns fat overnight or stores it. Here's what most people get wrong. They eat a large meal late at night and go straight from the couch to bed. Your insulin is elevated. Your digestion is active, and your body has zero reason to tap into fat stores while you sleep. The night protocol has 3 parts. Part 1. Eating cutoff. Stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed. Not because calories are more fattening at night, that's a myth, but because digestion raises your core body temperature, and fat burning happens most efficiently when your body temperature drops overnight. Part 2. Light blackout. Get the room completely dark. Blackout curtains, phone face down, all screens off. Melatonin requires darkness. Melatonin suppresses insulin. This hormonal chain is one of the most powerful fat-burning mechanisms your body has, and you're literally sleeping through it. Part 3. The cold trick. Keep your bedroom between 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. A 2014 NIH study found that sleeping in cool rooms increased brown fat activity, the special fat tissue that burns regular fat for heat, by up to 42% after just 4 weeks. Sleep is not recovery time from fat loss. Sleep is fat loss. Treat it that way. Alright, let me give you the fast recap before you leave, because this is your system. Step 1. 10 minutes of morning sunlight. Program your metabolism for the day. Step 2. Delay your first meal 1 to 2 hours to keep insulin low during your cortisol peak. Step 3. Daily cortisol reset. One stress-reducing habit every afternoon. Step 4. 30 to 40 g of protein at your first meal. Crush hunger. Protect muscle. Step 5. 2-minute hourly movement activates your neat fat burning. Step 6. The night protocol. Cool dark room plus 3-hour eating cutoff. None of these require a gym. None of them cost money. And none of them work alone, but together as a daily system. This is how people finally break through the plateau they've been stuck on for years. Now, if you want to take this even further, my next video covers the exact foods that are quietly spiking your cortisol and insulin without you realizing it, including 2 that are marketed as health foods in every grocery store. You've done the hard work of fixing your habits. Don't let the wrong foods undo it. If this video helped you see fat loss differently, hit subscribe because every single week I'm bringing you the science most fitness channels won't cover. I'll see you in the next one.